Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, MF Crypto here, aka Quantstradamus, aka the Wife Changer, aka the Quant Father. Once again. And as always, I'm on a mission to help you build generational wealth. Welcome back to the channel, my fellow Quant fam community. It's been over a month, yes, an entire calendar month since Big Papa has been in the saddle. But you already know, Quantstradamus, he shepherds the flock. Is it the Don't ever get it twisted. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an explosive Quant Network video update for you today. Digital Securities Sandbox launched by UK regulators. Let's hop right into the charts here, ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the two very important articles that outline that Digital Securities Sandbox in the United Kingdom. We're currently trading at 62.46, down just over 4% on the daily. We have fallen all the way down to the number 87 cryptocurrency token in the CoinMarketCap official rankings. Ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing to be concerned about. If you know this project and you understand what it's all about, universal interoperability, the overarching network of networks, you are in this for the long haul. I will continue to say it because you need to understand this is a long-term hodl. This is not a short-term, hit it quick, get rich, and bail out. You need to be in this for the long haul. This is the utility of all utility tokens, the holy grail. As you can see here on the daily chart, we're seeing that drop down here to 62.50 price range. Let's go back to the monthly. Since the last time I uploaded a Quant Network video here, we were up around the mid 70s all the way up to $80. I told you when we revisited the $80 marker that we were simply ranging and would ultimately go lower. Nobody else on all of YouTube or crypto Twitter and the Quant fam community delivers more accurate predictions than Quantstradamus himself. Enough patting myself on the back here, ladies and gentlemen. What I expect here moving forward, especially with news of imminent attack coming from Israel on Iranian nuclear facilities, we will likely see stock market and cryptocurrency assets continue to crater, as well as the upcoming U.S. election in less than 2 weeks. That is going to be a pivotal moment, regardless of who gets elected. And you guys know, official Quantstradamus prediction right here, right now. Big Papa Donald Trump is a foregone conclusion. He is going to win the election unless they pull off one of the biggest rigged voting heists in American history. Support is overwhelming for him. In the long run, that is going to be bullish for assets across the board. But in the short term, with the worldwide turmoil that we are currently seeing and a potential for world conflict already underway, an Israeli invasion in multiple Middle Eastern countries in that region, we need to keep our eyes on the prize, continue to accumulate DCA into this asset, dollar cost average into it, never financial advice if you believe in it as much as Big Papa Quantstradamus does. Taking a look at the yearly chart, it's always good to get a wide lens view of this asset. Back when we were the absolute star child of the bear market, we ran up to that 150 marker, and I told you at that point in time we were going to come down. We were forming a head and shoulders pattern. It's exactly what happened. Look at that. That is the prototypical, that is the absolute dictionary definition of a head and shoulders pattern, and so many in the community clowned on me. But those of you who took the advice and were heeding my warning and stayed true, continued to DCA and understood that this was going to go lower, we came back up. We had another meteoric rise from down as low as $100 back up to that 140 range, and we came precipitously back down. We are now entering into extreme bear market phase, and I expect us to drop ultimately to this $40 range in the coming months. It is all but a foregone conclusion unless this asset gets picked up and gets some serious mainstream adoption. Unfortunately, we are still several years away from that coming to fruition. Nevertheless, it will happen. Official Quantstradamus prediction: Quant will lead the next bull run. It will make heads spin when it does take off. Ladies and gentlemen, do not give up on this asset. You need to be in it for the long run. Let's hop into the major article that I have neglected now for the better part of a month because of my absence. UK regulators launched digital securities sandbox to foster financial innovation. This was dated back on the 30th of September. The Bank of England and the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, the UK's two main financial regulators, have announced the launch of their digital securities sandbox. The initiative aims to support innovation around digital assets and their integration into the traditional financial services sector. The DSS has three primary objectives: facilitate innovation for a safe, sustainable, and efficient financial system, to protect financial stability, and to maintain market integrity. Developed following a consultation process by the BOE and FCA, the sandbox will also serve as a platform to test legislative changes relating to digital securities and assess their impact on the market. Quote, "It has been well documented that London's status as a global financial hub is under threat, but tokenized securities can put our capital markets at the forefront of technological innovation for the next 30 years, comments Big Daddy GV Gilbert Verdian, CEO of Quant, specialist in digital ledger technology and blockchain for finance. These instruments offer greater liquidity for issuers, and in the case of investors, a democratization of asset classes and financial products that were previously unavailable to them, in addition to new operational efficiencies and cost reduction. By working collaboratively in a pilot sandbox environment with participants and counterparties, you can better achieve timely and effective project implementation. With emerging technology, start small, test and iterate, and then go bigger. This is the approach of many successful central bank digital currency pilots, which run on a variety of DLTs, or distributed ledger technologies. In a joint statement, the BOE and FCA encouraged firms involved in innovating financial market infrastructure to apply for participation in the DSS. Guidance has been made available to assist potential applicants, and firms can arrange pre-application meetings with the regulators to gain a clearer understanding of requirements. Participants in the DSS will be able to experiment with emerging technologies, such as distributed ledger technology, to explore their application within activities typically associated with central securities depositories and trading venues. The DSS lays the foundation for market participants to realize these benefits in a safe, regulated environment, and importantly, puts the UK in a strong leadership position when it comes to tokenization, says Verdian. With the EU having already launched its DLT pilot regime, it is vital that the UK does not fall behind in this new era of digital finance. Ladies and gentlemen, bottom line, Quant Network continues to forge forward and develop the underlying architecture for the new financial system of our planet. This cannot be overlooked. Continue to keep a close eye on these sandbox experiments and the continued collaboration in the financial sector. Quant is head and shoulders above the rest of any cryptocurrency project or startup. It's not even remotely close. Here's another article on ledgerinsights.com outlining the same exact information. UK opens applications for digital securities sandbox, also dated on September 30th. And I'm just going to go through a couple of the very important highlights of this article because it's essentially laying out the same information, just a little more in depth. In January, new legislation came into force in the UK supporting a 5-year digital securities sandbox, which temporarily relaxes some legal requirements to explore new technologies, including DLT experimentation. Today, the Bank of England and Financial Conduct Authority opened applications for the sandbox. In traditional markets, trading is conducted on an exchange and settlement via a central securities depository. DLTs are designed to combine the two functions, and the sandbox supports that. The bank emphasized that the rules in the DSS are flexible, allowing allowing the regulators to make adjustments as they learn more. Financial instruments considered in scope include equities, corporate and government bonds, money market instruments such as commercial paper and certificate of deposits, fund units, and emissions allowances. Derivatives and cryptocurrencies are excluded. The regulators publish guidance, a policy statement, and an application form, and you can click on these links here if you go to this article on ledgerinsights.com. The DSS lays the foundation for market participants to realize these benefits in a safe, regulated environment, and importantly puts the UK in a strong leadership position when it comes to tokenization. With the EU having already launched its DLT pilot regime, it is vital that the UK does not fall behind in this new era of digital finance. He has stated repeatedly that he wants to be at the forefront of the emerging digital asset infrastructure. The financial world and the financial system are rapidly undergoing changes. They are implementing those changes in real time. They have connected and established a firm relationship with regulators in the UK to conduct these experiments and to display with full authority the massive benefits that Quant Network and their interoperability solution are bringing to the table. That said, the DLT pilot regime hasn't exactly gotten off to a flying start. More than 18 months have passed since the legislation came into force, and regulators have not yet approved any applications. However, that's expected to change soon. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Gilbert Verdian, Martin Hargreaves, all the top tier executives and major needle movers over at Quant Network are ready. When this operation gets the green light, they are going to turn heads. They are going to show these massive financial conglomerates and institutions just how powerful their solution is for interoperability moving forward. Here are a few of the rule changes. I'm not going to go into this. It's a little bit more technical jargon, not really too important for what we need to bring to the table here. But I want to highlight this last section here. Foreign currency assets now in scope. One of the most notable changes is the expansion of scope to include other currencies such as euros and dollars. The regulators will specify global limits for these currencies, which will be in addition to the sterling limits. However, limits on individual firms will account for all currencies. Regarding settlement, there isn't a lot of movement. Stablecoins are still ruled out, with central bank money settlement considered the default. The Bank of England highlighted the availability of the Omnibus bank account facility as used by Finality, and that it's working with industry on an RTGS synchronization settlement facility. It said there was a possibility of wholesale CBDC experiments, but it didn't make any promises. Settlement in commercial bank money is allowed, although it must be justified. With long delays for approval under the EU's DLT pilot regime, the regulators outlined expected timeframes. Gate 1 approval is quick, a month or so, but doesn't mean much, particularly for unregulated participants. Banks that apply can now potentially be live by February 2025. For an unregulated entity, provided it makes it to Gate 2, go live will probably be November 2025 or later. Other FMIs are somewhere in between. So, everything is still a go. We are unfortunately being bottlenecked and delayed as far as implementation is concerned because of regulation and regulatory concerns. That is the democratic process. It is the way it must take place. It is the way that these things unfold, gradually over time and then all at once. Get your ducks in a row. We saw that the price point per QNT is falling precipitously, down to nearly $60 as of right now. Have fiat prepared to DCA moving forward. Continue to dollar cost average into this asset, never financial advice, as long as you believe in the trajectory as much as I do. It is an inevitability that Quant Network will rise to the front of the digital asset revolution that is currently underway. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another feature presentation by MF Crypto, aka Quantstradamus, aka the Wife Changer, aka the Quant Father, the #1 source for all your Quant Network needs. I'll see you next episode. Cheers.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed, you're not being prodded, you're not given a reward, nobody's encouraging you? What happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing you anymore? You stop running. But what happens when you're a lion? When you're a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunts. It's the hunt that they're excited about. They like to see the gazelles run. Then boom, they take off. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process. A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time, you go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another. If you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, be what you say you're gonna be, you're gonna have to lion me out. You a gazelle, you gonna come up short. You a gazelle, you gonna have an average experience. You a student, I need you in lion mode. You an entrepreneur, I need you in lion mode. You trying to lose weight, lion mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode, nothing. Nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode. Nothing happens in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode, nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode like I'm coming to get you.